All right, this is a weird video in that this is our disembarkation video. And normally we kind of just tack it on to the end of whatever our last cruise video is. But this one was different for a lot of reasons. So I'm going to show you the entire day. I wasn't really planning on vlogging for that day. We thought it was going to go smoothly. It did not go smoothly. So it's kind of piecemeal. There's not a lot of information, mainly because we kind of didn't know what we were doing and what was going to happen. So we didn't really have a timeline for things. So it's kind of hard to plan around. So I apologize. It's missing some information here as far as like food reviews. But we hope to give you an experience of what it's like on possibly the worst disembarkation day ever. Stay tuned. Good morning, everybody. It is disembarkation day. And yeah, so right now it's 8:30. We are supposed to be out of the room by 8 o'clock. But as you can see, we're still in the room. I'm still filming in the same place I've been filming every night. So why is that? Well, we woke up at about 6:30 this morning expecting to already be at port. But apparently due to high winds, we were unable to coast into port and port normally. So we are actually anchored off just a few miles off of the coast of Seattle. Beautiful view outside. You can see the Space Needle and everything, so that's cool. But because of the weather, we are unable to port. So the captain has been coming on every so often, giving some updates. We are, I think now at this point, because it doesn't look like the weather is going to be changing much, we are waiting for a tugboat to come in from Tacoma. And then we'll get another update shortly after that, I'm supposing. So we're just waiting on that. At this point, we have no idea when we're going to be getting off the ship. Everything is closed down, like the stores and things, because they don't allow any more purchasing because they closed out people's accounts last night. And the buffet and the main dining room restaurants were supposed to close by 8:30 because, again, everybody was supposed to be off the ship. So I'm not sure exactly what's going on, if they're going to be able to do anything. They've just advised us to kind of hang tight in our staterooms. So that's where we are. Fortunately, our flight is not till around 4:30 tonight, so we actually have quite some time. We knew well enough not to book early flights. So thank goodness for that, but I feel really bad for the people who have flights at like 11 o'clock and things, because I don't know if they're going to make it on time or what. So we shall see. Updates as they come. All right, so got another update. Things are not looking good. So we've been advised a couple things. One, we are no closer to getting to port and getting to disembark the ship. We've been advised to basically, if you have flights before 4 p.m., to go ahead and reschedule them, or, find another flight time, and that we won't get any further updates until noon about the porting situation. We've also been advised that our port valet, which is the service that they provide to transfer your luggage directly to the airport and have it checked in directly for your flight, those have been canceled as well. Of course, refunds have been issued for those. So we won't be able to give a review on the port valet, which is what we were talking about doing. And right now we're kind of in limbo. We don't know what's going to happen. So I do know that they're going to open up the Windjammer for lunch again. So at least we have that. But we don't know when we're going to get off the ship. Our flight is not till about 4:30. And we did look up other flights. There's a last flight that comes out after 9 o'clock tonight. So if we really need to, we can get on that. But at this point, we kind of just want to get off the ship. It's a nice ship and everything, but 7 nights was quite enough. I think we're ready to be on dry land for a while and go home to our girls. So again, updates as they come. All right, so this is what a ship that is stuck in the middle of the, well, not the middle, anchored in Puget Sound looks like. All the shops are closed because they can't do any transactions. They do have some activities going on, which is kind of nice. They scrambled to put together something to do for people, but still. We are headed over to the main dining room to see if we can get seats and what is on offer. But otherwise, the Promenade and Sorrento's Pizza is still open as well as Cafe 270. So, yep, we shall see. No, that's fine.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Welcome to dining room, please.
Thank you.
Just two of you.
Just two, yes. It's not ours, but all right. So we just got seated in the dining room of this one is Silk. It's the Asian themed one. It's the first time eating here because we were assigned to the Grand, and this was a my time dining option, so it was not one of our options. So yeah, so we're here. We just got the announcement, the noon announcement. We are going to be making an attempt with some tugboats to help along the way getting to the dock. So they said it's going to take about an hour for that attempt. So we shall see if we need to rebook our flights or whatnot. This is going to be the moment of truth. So we shall see. Lunch options look nice. I'm thinking about getting the Manhattan clam chowder. I've never had Manhattan clam chowder, so I'll try that out. And mozzarella sticks. And then maybe the royal chicken sandwich or the royal burger, one of the two. And then I don't know if I'm going to do a dessert today. So we shall see. All right, so the captain wasn't joking. We were going to make our first attempt, and not 5 minutes since my last vlog, we are moving. So we are heading towards the docks. So we shall see if we get in, and then what time we get off the ship, because that's really the big thing. The big concern is getting off the ship, getting our luggage, and being able to still get to the airport in time for our 4:35 flight. It's going to be tight, or else we're going to rebook and reschedule for the 9 o'clock flight, 9:20. So we shall see. All right, we are finally off the ship.
Well, not yet.
Well, we're still on the ship. We're finally getting off the ship. We're outside. We're making our way off. 2:45. People were supposed to start getting off the ship at 6:30 this morning. So 2:45, 8 hours later.
Yeah, it is pretty windy.
Ain't bad. It is pretty windy. So there must have been a reason. So we'll see. Yeah, that was the craziest disembarkation we've done so far. We are officially off the ship and now on the gangway. Whew. What a crazy trip. There was some drama in the trip with loss of data loss and then high wind conditions, so you just don't know what to expect on these things. So it is what it is. Just fine. Welcome to the United States.
One eternity later.
And we're back. So we got off the shuttle, did our check-in, checked in our luggage, and we still have some time before our flight, even though our flight got delayed for 20 minutes, so it's now departing at 9:48. But we decided to kill some time by buying a day pass at the lounge for Alaska Airlines. So we're here above gates N13 through 18, hanging out the lounge, checking it out, and seeing what benefits there are to offer. And again, it's just a good way to charge our devices and kill some time. All right, so just finished eating at the Alaska Lounge. I had gotten mac and cheese. They had a little mac and cheese bar, which you could add your own different toppings and things. So I had the mac and cheese with some bacon bits and some green onions. This is the first time I'd ever had green onions in mac and cheese, and that was a game changer. That completely changed the flavor of the mac and cheese, and it gave it a little bit of a pungent sweetness to it. So I really enjoyed that. Bacon bits, of course. Bacon always makes everything better. And then I'd also had a little, it was a little sandwich bar, so you could have a pretzel bun, and then I had turkey and ham, and then I had some mayonnaise and some cheddar cheese. And then for dessert, had a little bit of a pound cake and some Biscoff cookies, which are nice and gingery, ginger snap cookies. So overall, pretty happy with the food that was available at the Alaska Lounge. In addition to that, I also got some Coke Zero from the freestyle machine, so that was cool. And now we're just waiting around for our flight. It's not a bad place to hang around in. The day pass did cost $30 a day, but we wanted to try it out and make use of it and maybe give a review of it. And it was totally worth it because we were going to be in the lounge, for quite a few hours. So I like it. It's very comfortable. It's very quiet. It's peaceful. It's a good place to kind of avoid stress and then, charge your devices too. So definitely, if you're going to be spending some time in the airport, this Alaska Lounge is pretty sweet. We are on the plane. First class again.
She will.
I want to make sure my baby's
And
Yes.
the plane has some Disneyland livery on it. Kind of cool looking. So I feel like there's a couple things I need to mention here. When I mentioned data loss, that happened on the Juneau day as we were leaving the glacier. So stuff that I had recorded that night or the night before from Sitka and from the Dawes Glacier, all of the photos and footage that I had taken with my cell phone for some reason got corrupted and disappeared. I thought I was devastated. I thought like that was the majority of the stuff that I had shot was with my cell phone, and then they were gone. So I was devastated by that. I cut that part out when I did a vlog about that because fortunately, once we got home, I was actually able to recover it from the SD card that is that my cell phone has. Another thing that I needed to clarify was the cost of the day pass at Alaska Airlines. The reason that it was $30 was because we were first class ticket passengers. Otherwise, I believe the cost is $60 per person. So we were able to get it half price because of being in first class. And then finally, just to, add insult to injury, Courtney on that last day wasn't feeling well. She really wasn't feeling well when we were at the Alaska Lounge. And then, of course, when we got home, she took a COVID test and she tested positive. So, of course, that was going to happen. And that wraps up the longest disembarkation day we've ever had. It was a crazy one. But you know what? We're glad we got in safe. Everything worked out. It was just really frustrating how long everything took and kind of just how crazy it was. I didn't capture the craziness of trying to get our luggage. I didn't try to get the craziness of trying to get transportation back to the airport or any of that stuff, mainly because we were so stressed out. It was a highly stressed environment, so I didn't do a lot of filming then, so I definitely apologize about that. But hopefully it was still informative. Hopefully you got an idea of kind of what happened and what we did. And that wraps up our disembarkation video. If you like this video, please hit that like button, hit subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you get notified of new videos on our channel. And as always, no matter where you find yourself on this journey, please take a moment, however brief, to take a closer look at life. Bye.